Welcome to Game 11 of the 1968 Bob Gibson replay. I have the stats displayed through 10 games. The actual stats, as you can see, he struggled a little bit during this time period in 1968. He was 3-5. ERA was still very good at 1.52 compared to 1.77 during our replay. 6-3. Today he faces the New York Mets and left-handed pitcher Al Jackson, who had a 3-7 record in 1968. Only started 9 games. As you can see here, was mostly a reliever during the year, as you can see right here. But today he starts. It is June 2nd, 1968. It's the first game of a doubleheader. So let's see what we can do here. First batter, leadoff hitter, Lou Brock. We got a 1-3, that's a K chance. Versus a lefty's a 12. It is +5 in Shea. So a lot of strikeouts, +5. So that brings it up to a 17 versus a lefty. It's a 1, so Brock strikes out. Julian Javier. 4-2 versus a righty. That's a walk chance. No changes in Shea. Left-hand batter's a 9. It's a 12. We go to the hitter's card. 6-4. Have a line out to the second baseman. Next batter is the center fielder, Kurt Flood. 2-6. We have a ballpark. 6-2. Ground out to the third baseman. So 1-2-3 inning for Al Jackson here. We will move on to the bottom of the first, where Bob Gibson will be facing Al Weiss, Ken Boswell, and Art Shamsky. 1-1 ballpark. 3-5. We have a question mark 9. So we go to the ballpark here. It's a 4. We have a single to right field for Al Weiss. We will not be using the strategy roll. In this case, he wouldn't have actually. His stolen base record's high, but his attempt where he actually gets a jump is 1 - 1 0. So we wouldn't even be able to get a jump here on Gibson. Okay, Ken Boswell. 5-1, possible hit by pitch chance. 2-0. It's a 2. He's hit by the pitch. Oh, look at that, Gibson. Okay, so we have runner on first and second. No outs for Art Shamsky. We got a 2-5 range play at the ballpark. A lot of ballpark chances today. 3-2 F9, so it's a range play by the right fielder, who is Dick Simpson. He's a 2. 2, he makes the play. So now, let's see if Al Weiss does anything and just fly out if he tests the arm of the right fielder. And Simpson's a 0, so with the way the rule reads is runner on second, less than 2 out, roll 1d6. If less than or equal to the adjusted BR, runner advances to third. So the F9, you just use the BR rating. So Al Weiss's BR rating is a 3. So a 1, 2, and no adjustment because of Simpson. So 1, 2, 3, he goes to third. 5, so he'll hold. So we got runners on first and second. J.C. Martin is the batter. 3-2, double asterisk. We roll that. It's a 5, so we got an F7. So the runner's not going to go anywhere on that. No advancement. Kevin Collins. 5-4, K chance versus a righty. Remember, it's +5 at Shea. So that brings it up to an 18. It's an 18. He struck him out. Okay. Through 1. 0-0. Cepeda will be going up against the left-hander, Al Jackson. We got a 5-3. That's a batter's card. 1-6. We have a question mark 9, so the ball's hit to right field. It's a 17 versus a lefty. Just misses a home run. 11-16 would have been a home run. Shan 6-6 K chance. He's versus a lefty. 12 + 5, 17. Struck him out. Tim McCarver, lefty versus lefty. 2-5 K chance. 6 + 5 is 11. 11 struck him out. So as you can see, Shea in 1968 must have had a lot of strikeouts in that ballpark. It's the highest I've seen so far as a +5. Bob Gibson will be facing Cranepool, Cleon Jones, and Don Bosch. 2-5 range play at the stadium. 2-3 pop up to the catcher. The catcher's range is a, let me make sure if it's a 4-1. McCarver has a range of a 4, so he makes the play. Okay, Cleon Jones is next batter. We got a 3-5, so we got a double asterisk. Check the line on that. It's a 5 fly out the left. Don Bosch. 6-3 walk chance versus a righty is a 9. It's a 20, so no walks there. We'll go to the hitter's card. 5-4 line out to the pitcher. So we are on to the third. Simpson, Maxwell, and Gibson. Up against the left-hander, Al Jackson. 3-4, that's a hitter's card. 4-4, that's a single to right field. Dale Maxwell. 5-1. So we go to the double question mark. He's a right-handed batter, so a single would be a 1, an 8. I believe we move on to that. So we move on to the hitter's card for Maxwell. 2-6. versus a lefty is a triple to center field. Drives in Simpson. Runner on third, no outs with Gibson. Triple by Dale Maxfield, right to center field. 5-3, go to the batter's card. 2-2, a G4. I would assume the infield is in. So let's check that. I checked the BR rating of Maxfield. It's a 3. So check. We're not going to send Maxfield attempt to home. It'll just be a straight 4-3. Still runner on third. Lou Brock. 3-5 K chance. Remember, we got a +5 at Shea, so 17 strikes him out. Key strikeout for Al Jackson with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. Julian Javier, let's see if he can make something happen. 1-6 potential throwing error. 4-4 versus a lefty. That's an S4, so that's a single. And I don't know if we got a potential throwing error on an S4. Let's check this. So, yeah, we do have a potential. Okay, so S4. So that's at least one base. The runner comes in there. It's a 4. Second baseman is a 10. So the run definitely comes in. Just want to see if the batter, Javier, goes to second. On an S4. Yeah, we do. That's what it shows. I just wanted to double check here, but the S4 shows an infield throwing error, so infield C single, even if no error, one base only, all runners. Okay. Alright, so the run comes in. Javier drove it in. I just see him staying there. Kurt Flood. If anybody thinks I should have handled Javier going to second, I think he stays at first because the chart just showed 1. But either way, see if Kurt Flood makes a difference here. 6-4 possible hit by pitch. He's a 5. The adjustment's a -1, so it's a 4. It's an 18, so no hit by pitch. 1-4. That's a single past the shortstop. Let's see if the runner advancement chart, if Javier goes anywhere on an S6. From first to third, he's got to be a 5 or a 6, but there is 2 outs. So a 4 to a 6, Javier would go to third. He's a 4, so Javier will go to third. We have runners on first and third, 2 outs. Let's take a look here. I think maybe the base running, that's the little thing to get your arms around, but it's not that difficult once you get acclimated to it. First and third, 2 outs. Orlando Cepeda had a near home run his last at bat. 4-2. He's a righty, a walk chance. A 2 against a lefty. He's a 6, so he walks. Bases loaded for Mike Shannon. 2 outs, bases loaded. 5-5 versus a righty a single past a pitcher. So we got an S1. We check the runner advancement here. Second to home would be 1-6, so Kurt Flood will score as well. So as you can see here, on an S1, it's a 1-6 runner advancement. Plus we got 2 outs. So Javier scores, Flood scores, Cepeda, if he's a 3-6, he'll go to, he's a 3, he'll go to third. So we got first and third, 2 outs, and they went fully around the order here. Tim McCarver, 3-1. K-Chance, +5, 11. Doesn't strike him out, goes to McCarver's card. 3-4, that's a ground out to the third baseman. 4 runs by the Cardinals here. So it's one of their strongest innings they've had in this replay. They haven't been a real juggernaut. Okay, do we keep Al Jackson in? He only went 3. Probably just keep him in. See if he can do one more inning. 3-6. He bats lefty. Hitter's card. 3-6 again. That's a fly out to right. Okay. Top of the order without Weiss. One 4. K-Chance. 10 +5 and Shea's a 15. Strikes him out. Ken Boswell. 3-6. He's a lefty. Go to the batter's card. 3-4. Single to right. Art Shamsky. 4-1. Go to the batter's card. Gibson isn't fatigued. 6-6. Double asterisk 3. That's a ground out to the third baseman. Four nothing. Top of the fourth. They will have Simpson, Maxwell, and Gibson against the lefty, Al Jackson, who struggled in the third. 4-2. He's a righty, a walk chance. Lefty's 13. He walks. Dale Maxwell. 6-6 K-Chance, so we got a +5, 13, strikes him out. Gibson. (6-1) possible error chance. 1-5, double asterisk 3 is a G5. The third baseman is Collins. He's a 9, so it's a 15. He makes the play. So G5. His double play chance is a 3 plus a 0. The pivot man would be the second baseman's a 0. So let me just double check this. Gibson 3, 0, pivot 0, double play. Jackson gets out of that one. So just for the new people out there watching, the way a double play works is for double play possibilities, roll a 1d6 and compare the roll to the combined GDP rating of the batter, pitcher, and the DP pivot player. So Gibson's GDP was a 3, Jackson's GDP was a 0, the pivot was a 0. So anything 3 and under was considered a double play. It was a 1, so it was a double play. J.C. Martin, 5-4, K Chance versus a righty, 6 plus 5 and shades an 11. He strikes him out. Kevin Collins, 4-6, K Chance, 13 plus 5s and 18, strikes him out. Ed Kranepool, 3-1, K Chance, 5 plus 5s at 10. It's a 4, strikes out the side, Gibson. We move on to the top of the order for the Cardinals. Brock, Javier, and Flood against Al Jackson. Three, 2. Brock's a lefty, so we got a double asterisk. A 5, so he grounds out to the first baseman. Julian Javier, who had a nice single back his last at bat, drove a run in. 6-6, K Chance. Lefty's a 5, plus 5 is a 16, so move to the hitter's card. 5-3, double asterisk 3, it's a ground out to the third baseman. Kirk Flood, 4-1, possible error on a grounder chance. 5-4, that's a G5. The third baseman's error is Collins. He's a 9. It's an 11. He makes the play. Still got 4-0. Al Jackson recovered somewhat from that difficult third inning. Gibson's pitching great. Cleon Jones is the batter. 4-3, walk chance is a 10. It's a 1, so Jones walks. His ATT is a 5. -1's a 4. Let's see if he does anything there. Nothing there for Jones. Don Bosch is the next batter. 4-2, K Chance, righty, 15 plus 5 is a 20, strikes out. I think we bring in somebody for Jackson at this point. Let me see what we got available. Okay, we bring in the lefty Ed Charles. Or, excuse me, the righty Ed Charles. So pinch hit for Al Jackson. See if he can do anything here. 5-6, possible wild pitch. It's a 2, so we have a wild pitch. My assumption is you just roll it again on the pitcher's card. Yeah. Go again. Start the whole process over again. 6-2, he's a righty, so we got a K plus. So that's 10 plus 5 in the stadium's a 15, so 24, he strikes out. Charles can't do anything. Al Weiss, 2-3, range play. 3-4, that's a pop out to the shortstop. The shortstop is a range of a 3. Let's see if Maxwell can get there. He does, so Gibson gets out of that inning, and we have to get a pitcher for the Mets in the 6th. Let's see what we got there. The Mets bring in another lefty, Bill Short. He will be up against Cepeda, Shannon, and McCarver. 2-2, possible error chance. 4-3, double asterisk 2, so that's a G4. The second baseman's error rating is a 10. It's a 17. Boswell makes the play. 4-3, he's a righty. Double asterisk 2. It's a ground out to the second baseman again. McCarver. Oops. Yep. Carver's a batter. 4-1 range play. 4-6, double asterisk 1. It's a G4. So the range of the second baseman is a 3. 4. So that's a failed range play. And on a failed range play on a G4, that's considered a single. From Carver. It's not going to go anywhere either. Is 2-6. K-Chance. 21 versus lefties +5, so that's a 26. It's a 10, struck out. So Bill Short does his job. Gibson will be going up against Ken Boswell, Art Champsky, and J.C. Martin. Five, 4. K-Chance, righty 6 +5 is 11. It's a 17. Go to Boswell's card. 4-1. Double asterisk 1 flies out to center. Art Champsky. 4-2. K-Chance. Right-handers 9 +5 is 14. That's a 1. Struck him out. J.C. Martin. 5-1 possible hit by pitch chance. 13 plus a 0 is 13, but it's a 15. So no hit by pitch. 5-4 single to center field by J.C. Martin. SB's a 0, so it's not going anywhere. 3-6 lefty hitter's card. 5-4 ground out to the second baseman. We now move on to the top of the 7th with Maxfield, Gibson, and Brock against Bill Short, who did a nice job. In the 6th, he moves on to the 7th. 5-5, K-Chance, lefty, 8 +5 is 13, 8 struck him out. 6-2, K-Chance, lefty, 20 +5, he struck him out. Lou Brock. 1-5, K-Chance, 12 +5, 17. Look at Bill Short. Struck out the side. Gibson holding on to a nice 4-0 lead. He heads into the bottom of the 7th against Cranepool, Jones, and Bosch. 4-3, walk chance. 4-20, no walk. 3-6, hop out to the shortstop. Cleon Jones, 6'2". He's a righty, K+. So you had 10 with a K+, 5 in the stadium's 15. He's a righty, 24. He struck him out. Don Bosch, 3-1, another K chance. 15, 20, 7, struck him out. Gibson with a shutout. 2, 5, 6, 7, and 10 strikeouts. So he's putting on a performance here today at Shea. Short's gonna have to come out. He's in his fatigued phase. Let's see who the Mets have here. I'm trying to take a look here. A lot of relievers here. Let's go with Dick Selma. He'll come in. He did a lot of starts though, but I don't see a lot of relievers. Anyways, so short goes to Selma will come in. He'll pitch to Javier, Flood, and Cepeda. He's a righty, 3-6, ballpark. Another 3-6, double asterisk 4. So that is a ground out to the first baseman. Kurt Flood, 6-1. K chance. He's a righty. 6 + 5 is 11. Go to hitter's card. 5-6. Double asterisk 5. It's a ground out to short. Orlando Cepeda. 1-2. He's a righty. K chance. 9 + 5 is 14. 19 hitter's card. 6-1 single to left for Cepeda. His first hit of the day. And Mike Shannon. 3-1. His batter's card. 4-5. Fly out to right. Gibson would shut out through 7. Mets are going to look for a pinch hitter here. They will bring in the catcher, Jerry Grody. See what Grody can do here. Three, 2, double asterisk. 4, he grounds out to the shortstop. Al Weiss. 4-3. Walk chance. 11. 10, he walks. Ken Boswell. K chance. 6 + 5 is an 11. It's a 15, so go to hitter's card. 6-2. Fly out to center. 2 out, 1 on. Left-handed batter, Art Champsky. 1-5. He's a lefty, so go to batter's card. 1-2. Ground out to the third baseman. We are through 8, 4-0. We need a pitcher. Let's take a look and see what we got. As I said, it doesn't look at the relievers. Cal Kuntz will come in, face McCarver, Simpson, and Maxwell. 3-5 batter's card. 6-2 fly out the left. Dick Simpson. 3-3 K Chance. Righty 16 plus 5 is 21. Struck him out. Dale Maxwell. 2-4 K Chance. 8 plus 5 is 13. So 2 struck him out. So Kuntz goes 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Mets have their last at bat. J.C. Martin, Kevin Collins, and Ed Kranepool up against Gibson. Gibson's throwing a shutout with 10 strikeouts, and he's given up 3-hitter. So he's throwing 3-hitter, 10 strikeout, shutout. 3-1, K Chance, 6 plus 5 is 11, it's 14. J.C. Martin's card, 3-2. We got a question mark 7, so the ball's hit the left field. It's a 9. It's a double for J.C. Martin. Keeping things alive here. Kevin Collins, the lefty. 2-2 ballpark. 6-2 ground out to the third baseman. Martin won't go anywhere. Runner on second. 1 out. Ed Kranepool. 6-1 K Chance. Righty's a 5 plus 5 at Shea's a 10. It's a 6. Struck him out. Down to the last out. Cleon Jones, the runner on second. See if Gibson can finish out the shutout here in game number 11 of the 1968 Gibson replay. 5-4 K Chance. 9 plus 5 at the stadium's a 14. It's a 4. He struck him out to end the game. So a gem by Bob Gibson. The Cardinals win 4-0. Gibson gets the win. Al Jackson gets the loss. Let's quickly look at the Gibson stats. He goes 9 innings and gives up 4 hits, no home runs, no runs, 1 walk, 2 walks. See how many strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 strikeouts. So look at that game. So Gibson wins 4-0. Goes 9. 4 hits and 12 strikeouts. And that improves his record to 7-3. And we will see you at game number 12. Thanks for joining.